not working these days, so I was thinking to
And I mean, in
buy
Lakshmi
a
Nagar, you
new.
will find the shops. They're like the the market area is not open, but yes, there are individual shops which are open. You can buy it. Well, you may not get the desired product, but
Okay, sir.
maybe the
Okay, sir.
price could be a
And
concern.
okay.
As
And this time
mhm.
Is
might be
any
the
other?
charge will be higher as compared to
Okay.
earlier.
And today, sir is also recording the session as well.
Yeah,
Am I
I
right, sir?
was watching that.
that is
You
only
got that link.
that is the only
So,
option available. I mean, I cannot record the session on phone.
mobile phone. Okay.
Yes, I can do that on laptop.
Mhm. So what
Okay,
was
so
what I was saying last day that you can also connect one more mobile and
Mhm.
uh, but now you have every equipment that's okay if you're only using the laptop.
I believe you are also in any other room. Like it seems.
Yes, sir.
brightest,
uh,
brightest room.
Maybe
I light it dim light. Okay.
are you somewhere else?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Because
Actually,
He
a
was
friend
quite
is mine.
shy.
A friend of mine. Yeah, he's like brother. He was about to go home. He had booked his ticket as well. So I thought I should visit him once because I don't know when I will visit him next. So I come to visit him, and I get to know that he already cancelled the ticket. So he has not. He
hello,
have changed his mood to not to go.
hello Sanchit.
Hello, sir.
Hi,
How?
He
Sanjit.
lives nearby.
Hi, Sonia.
Hi, hello,
Hi, Dharmesh.
hello.
Hi.
Is my voice clear today?
Yes,
Your your voice and
it's
you both
quite.
are clear today.
Okay.
I don't know the network seems.
Hi, Prince.
Hi, hi.
Hello,
Hi,
good,
sir.
good evening.
Hello, Prince.
Hello, hello.
You are early, 2 minutes early. You said I'll join at 8:10, and you
I,
have come at 8.
I finished my dinner.
Uh,
Are you?
Oh, you
See,
took quite early the dinner. Your timings are
it
quite
depends.
early.
Because I am eating two times only. That's why the sleeping schedule is not so regular. So
Mhm.
I always skip my breakfast. So that's why I feel hungry around 7:30.
Hello, Satyam.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
hello Satyam.
Good evening, sir.
Very good
Hi,
evening.
Satyam.
Hello, hello, Satyam.
Hello. Good evening,
Is, any,
everyone.
is
Good
anyone else
evening.
coming?
Yeah.
I don't
Might
know.
be.
Anyone else is coming today? Or no?
Well, we never know like who's coming up.
Mhm.
I've got almost 12 or 13 people in the group.
Hmm.
Sanchit left.
Oh, he might have got something. So, so like we listened to the Prime Minister yesterday.
Yes, sir.
Pe- People were quite curious and waiting that something. Uh,
Including me as well.
uh, of course, I mean every Indian, I would say.
Thanks to you, sir, because I wasn't aware. I had no news to Modi is coming to give a space. Uh, because he
No,
usually comes at Sunday, no? So,
my family is not part of that every Indian thing.
mm. Yeah, because Modi ji was.
And after listening all this thing, I think that Nirmala Sitaraman was the right candidate to explain all these things. That's why
Mhm,
finance minister is there, na?
mhm.
So I felt that yesterday's we missed the class.
Miss the class
At
because
least there should be some adventurous thing like Notebandi or
the,
anything, some
the,
adventurous. So we get excited. Or he must
the,
have given some task to
uh,
To
Diya and
follow.
all.
Yeah.
the session was cancelled yesterday.
I mean, like as I thought like it's more important.
Mhm.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, he is the leading person of our
I thought
country.
Modi
So
is going to reward something, some special manner to lingua franca. Get class.
Hello, Ravi.
Hi, sir.
Oh, Ravi is also.
How are
Hello,
you,
Ravi.
everyone?
Hello.
hi,
Hi.
Ravi.
Oh, hi, Ravi.
Hi. How
Well,
are you, everyone?
welcome on board.
Everyone is fine as well.
Everyone is getting 50
And
lakh in their account as as
I have calculated my share of 20 lakh crores.
Wow,
so,
that's
what,
amazing if
what's your
we get.
what's your views on today's what we say the package we say 20 lakh package.
20 lakh crore package.
20 lakh crores. Yeah.
Karod is
And
silent here.
I
No need not to be
I find
mentioned.
Uh,
actually just said 20 lakh crore package, but the liquidity injection was less than 20 lakh crore package.
It's a recurring fund, so it will be explained over a period of time.
I
The
mean,
total funding
yes.
is
I mean, it is not like
20 lakh per year.
by tomorrow that money will be out.
And it
And
includes
and
it includes the amount
the
already
thing,
spent for the corona.
even
the
I
Total,
got
thing,
to know
total, yeah.
actually
the
Total,
thing,
it,
yeah.
it has been proposed that there is a discount of 25% on TDS and TCS. And recently I got to know one of my friends in the bank that he said that earlier it was 10,000 on which the tax was deducted. So now it has been 40,000. Till 40,000 there is no tax.
I mean, there will not be any TDS deduction.
Yes. So
Mm.
it has been proposed earlier.
Let's hear it from Satyam, as he is a commerce or business student.
Plus civil service aspirant. So that's
Yes.
He's the most eligible person who acquire every sort of news.
Yes,
Satyam,
he
you
can explain more.
Epitome of lingua franca. He's
Epidemic,
epitome.
epitome,
epidemic of economics.
it is not epidemic.
no,
Epitome. Sorry,
epitome.
It's
A
epitome,
P
epitome,
it is epitome.
A.
epitome,
Okay, it's epitome.
Epitome. Satyam,
Yeah.
what do you think of the Sita?
Ravi, your
Sir, actually, I haven't watched anything about this thing till now. I just know that Modi government is going to spend 10% of GDP. But if you, I will study this thing tomorrow, sir, in the newspaper. So if you talk about our countries, it's around 20 lakh crore, but it is not enough amount for our country. Because as I know from someone that government is deciding to take all amount which government has spent from the initial lockdown period to till now, and which will they spend later on. So total amount is 20 lakh crore, and in dollar term it's around 300 billion dollar, as I know. And if you talk about other countries, most of the country who is smaller than the India, they are also going to give $1 trillion. Even Britain is giving a lot of money to
yeah,
India,
yeah.
and America is
I,
giving $4 trillion.
I have heard the same. Uh,
So I don't think
I have
it is
heard of one of the
what.
countries.
Yeah.
Actually, sorry to interrupt. I have heard one of the countries is spending 21.6% of his GDP,
But the GDP
and
of
which is
that country
quite
was very low.
big.
No, no. I think some countries GDP is very high and some countries GDP is very low. You can't say that 10% is good, yeah, 5% is good. But if you talk
What
about
company? I'll continue.
if you talk about the population and the what kind of business is happening in our country, then this amount is very low. I think if you
Yes.
talk about USA, in initial phase, USA has given $1 trillion package, $1 trillion package. And in initial, we have
Well,
given
I
just
mean,
$20 billion.
I was not able to understand what is there in for like people, those who are regular, like regular laborers or the local vendor or street hawkers or a small businessman like a shop owner where there are 3 people and 2 people are working. What benefits will he get? How is it? Because the government is always talking about the organized sector like MSME.
Mhm.
The government is
Yes.
Small and medium sectors are not organized sector. Organized sectors are like
But yesterday, Mr. Modi told that
the
it is.
MSME. I would say MSME is always organized sector, which means like they
you
they
could
are.
say semi-organized. MSME is not properly organized. They are
I mean, in a way that
loosely
they're
coupled.
registered.
Yeah.
They are registered one,
You can say that like.
right? If they want, they can take loan.
Mhm.
So in the time of the crisis,
Generally, the manufacturing unit and service delivery units are there.
hello,
Yes, Satyam.
Yep.
Go.
sir. I think we need to understand one thing which we learned from the history, that every time any financial crisis happen, only the big company get a lot of benefit, not the small company. If we talk about the 2008 financial
Yes.
crisis in USA, most of the big financial company get a lot of benefit from the government, not the small company. So this amount may be much more beneficial for the big companies, because they are the lobbyists who pressure the government to bring policies. Government is saying that they will going to give for MSME and the small sector also, but I think it's very difficult to decide how you will spend the money among these things.
No, but the
They will
challenge, see, in India, if you talk about
Yes. I think
the people
the
who are,
the agenda Modi ji talked about to vocal the local. So how is that possible? Because the big company always push down the lower company, the small companies. And as he said, like if I talk about if I take the example of Patanjali, it has grown up just because of Baba Ramdev, and he has the support of government.
Mhm. So you're saying that the Patanjali should not get the benefits.
No, he
You
should.
are just an example.
I mean to say the point he said, the big company actually pushed down the small company. I am saying on that, and the policies are driven by the big person, the big company.
India is
But
the
yesterday,
economy of unorganized sector. We have more people working in our unorganized sector. Like the people, if you're talking about this, like at this point of time, somebody who is working with good company is getting salary anyhow by 20% less or 30% less or 50% even. What
Yes,
about?
I have to say something. May I?
Let me
Sorry
just
to interrupt.
conclude it. What I'm saying,
Okay,
this,
sure.
anyways, like the higher end, like the top businessmen or the business group I'm talking about, they're not suffering. They're donating. So they don't need actually anything. But the thing is, as who are actually on the road, people, they are like the migrant workers, daily laborers, and all that. So directly, they are not getting any.
And yes, yes, one of the economics has said. Actually, I was watching the live video, and after that, there was a session of economists. So one of the economists has said, like, how are the migrant workers and the lower people are getting benefited from these what I call the package,
Bailout package.
the past policies they have introduced, they have proposed today evening. How the workers are getting will be benefited, and how the actually my room partner, he is working in a manufacturing company and he is not getting salary. How he will get his salary?
The government will give loan to the company, and then the company will pay back to the employees the salary. Or the government is also planning they will utilize some fund which is lying in PF account or other reserves.
is not about the loan. It is about the lockdown. Until unless there will be lockdown, how will he go to work?
All right, let's say Dharmesh was supposed to say something. Then we will give chance to Prince as he has been listening to us for a long. Let's hear him out as well. Dharmesh, you were saying something, and then we will.
All I wanted to say that these small companies and unorganized sector are highly dependent on the big companies. Big company, they provide them supplies like raw material and everything. So
You're talking about
ultimately
manufacturing economy.
they are all
Indian
connected somehow.
Indian
Okay?
economy is not manufacture-based economy. We are into like agriculture or service sort of things.
Mhm.
So there is a huge difference between Chinese economy or Indian economy.
Mhm.
So what the government is talking about small and small
And
medium enterprises it is talking about.
Mhm.
I would say like what happens to local electrical shop which was closed for 2 months.
Okay, sir.
So, like the people, those who are actually like they depend on their daily income to get their bread and butter. Let's hear it from Prince. What do you think of this bailout package? I mean, has it got anything for the people, or it is only for the business people or business, or just to?
I personally believe that this situation, the problem which world is facing, is the solution which yesterday was announced was not the sort of solution that we were expecting or people are expecting. Because I think if we are investing money or we are offering money, we should work on ground level, because the problem is on ground level. People like I mean people who is earning more than 60-70,000 per month, even he or she will not get their salary for 3-4 months. They are not going to die hungry. They are not. But if someone is getting 12,000, 15,000 per month, they will. So I think first there should be their importance where they are going to work. So I personally believe that I don't know that decision. My business people, I don't know. They are offering money to the big businessmen or companies. What about local people? And we are promoting local vocal wala thing, but what about local people? So I personally believe that work should be on ground level first priority, then you do all these things. We don't have any problem. A problem ho ke bhi we are not going to do anything. So yeah,
Let's hear it from Sanchit. Let him say.
Yes, sir. I joined in between, but I got that we are discussing tomorrow's that announcement which Mr. Modi has announced
Not
yesterday.
yesterday, and more or less for today, like because bailout package is, I mean, was discussed in
The
detail.
policies have been proposed today.
Okay, today I have not seen news, so I am not aware about that. But what I can figure out that there are few points which I agree with Prince, but some of points which I don't agree with Prince, because I have listened only his conversation. So the things which I am agree with Prince is that these policies does not work on ground level. So that is the real fact. But one point he has said that if a guy who's earning 60 or 70,000 per month, he will not die if he will not get salary for 2 or 3 months. So on behalf of like I want to answer Prince regarding this, that if the guy is earning 60 or 70,000 per month, so he life in their own way, like they have some
He lives.
EMIs, house EMIs, car EMIs. So definitely So they will not die from that hunger, but again, they will, if he or she will everything, how will survive? It's quite difficult for them as well.
Everyone has their own expenditure, I think.
Yes. So apart
So
from this,
one thing,
Hello.
yeah,
yeah,
The network,
I
I
want.
don't know. The network is.
Should I
yeah,
continue?
yeah.
Okay. So one thing that which I understand from the PM Modi that we should be vocal for local. So he wants to promote India will grow, will recognize on global level. So we should we should introduce new things. So that's why he has announced some policies like sure that I am right or not on behalf of this. So he wants to promote that Indian economy will grow once we will use that Indian products, and our new generation will do the business or will come with the new ideas. So he has announced some packages for that.
Okay. Yeah.
All right,
Those are
Sonia, can you hear
points.
us?
Yes, sir. Yes,
What
sir.
What would you like to say on this, the bailout package? I hope you have watched or listened to the news.
Yeah, I didn't watch, but I listened when I was
I
at my
was
home. So,
I was
according to me, the PM Modi also told us that its package is beneficial for farmer and agriculture sector also. I don't know how it is beneficial for them because all the banks and all the paperwork has means it's stopped, it's not working. So it might be matlab directly he is saying that it is beneficial for the hookers and lower sectors, but
Hawkers.
might be the reality hawkers, yeah. Might be the reality is that it is beneficial for the middle or the higher sectors. And in his speech he also told that we need to we need to focus on local brands. We need to work on that, and we need to develop our local brands and carry it to the globalization. Mean he used this word yesterday. I was quite means happy that we are just talking about. So whether matlab, by using globalization we need, because this time if farmer how will they will get the things done, means how they will get the loan and how the farmer start their work. It's a tough thing to be in a working scenario basically. So that's it I want to,
Dharmesh, you raised
because
your hand, you wanted to say something. I will come to you, Satyam. Just one moment. Let me listen to Dharmesh.
yes. I was saying that as this government has developed a system, as Modi ji was mentioned
Little
in his
loud.
speech as well. That hello, am I audible to
Yeah,
you all guys?
yeah.
Yes, now it's clear.
I
Now
was
you
saying
are
that
able
as
to.
this government has developed a system, as Modi ji also mentioned in his speech yesterday, that we have like almost every person's Aadhaar number and account detail as well. So if the government wants, then he can benefit it directly to the persons
Mhm.
as well. So I am not sure that what is going on over those people's mind who are making these policies and all. But as I can see that government is trying to grasp the matlab grasp the companies or investment who are going to uninvest their fund from China, as many companies are many companies has decided to matlab हटाना का क्या like हटाना like
Just many companies are
Move any
downsizing, reducing.
they are moving from they have been instructed by their respective government to move their plants and all from China to any other place in the world. So I think this is the main reason that fund has not been
They are
directly.
they are moving out of China. That does not mean they are coming to India.
हाँ तो अगर if Indian government make policies favorable, try to provide environment which is favorable for those companies and suitable for the
Well,
investors,
again,
then
this is a
definitely
big.
they will come, because after China, the India is the biggest market and almost most favorable market, मतलब place to establish things, and we are a sort of neighbors. We are at a good position of the world. From here, everywhere, going anywhere in the world is easy, quite easy, and transportation cost will also be saved for those to those companies. So this might be because of this, as I can see at
Well, you highlighted you at the beginning of the statement. You said like government has the detail of everyone.
As Modi ji himself mentioned it earlier, because I was listening the speech, the class was cancelled, so I was
was
informed
listening
that
to the
Modi ji is
speech.
coming to yeah. Sorry, sir.
I was listening to the speech.
I was listening to the speech because I was well informed that Modi ji is coming today.
If you divide that 2 lakh crore by 130 crore people, I believe is equal to
15,260 rupees approximately.
Approximately 15,000.
15,260 rupees to
15,000 each and every
each and every individual.
Let's say Satyam has got 5 members in his family.
So he will be benefited
No,
by
I think it's wrong.
75, 18,000 approximately.
And if I have got 10 people in my family, I will get 1,50,000.
If every person is registered at government's list.
Actually, what he is saying that there is no.
No, but the calculation you said.
Hello.
Your voice is not clear.
20
speak one by one. Speak one by one.
Am I audible to you now?
Hello. Speak.
Actually,
Hello?
the calculation you actually mentioned.
Yeah, Ravi, you are audible.
Am I audible to you?
Yes.
So I'm just talking about the amount sir said. Actually, when you divide 20 lakh crore by 130 crore, it will be more.
133.
Not 15,000 per person.
133 is the population, I believe.
If you divide 2 lakh crore by 20
lakh crore.
20 lakh.
130. Sir,
we have to divide only 20 lakh by 130.
Yes. 20 lakh by 130.
Perform division.
130 crore. 130.
Both figures are in crore, so
it will be more than 15,000, I think.
200 more than 15,000. 15,200 something. It is available on Google. You can check it out.
So actually, I just saw it on Twitter.
Basically, population figure is varying. So somebody says that we are 133 crores, and somebody is saying we are 130. So figures may go up and down little bit.
If anyone will get the amount, we will know the exact figure, exact bifurcation.
I will share my account number. Please transfer it in my account.
Money.
Second thing, you should be proper documented for them. When you require this kind of money which government going to offer you, then you need very first you have a good link with the manager. It's a very base path, and second you have a very good documentation with you, and again the executive going moving around the banks.
Well, I thought this was the right time to transfer 15 lakh rupees as government promised earlier.
They will never. It's not an easy task.
We need it badly, actually. Everybody need it badly.
Yeah, everybody. But that's why they are promising you with fake commitment.
I can take only 1 lakh and I'll give vote in 2024. In 1 lakh only.
Let's hear it from Satyam, then we will move to Sanchit. Satyam, go on.
Okay, sir.
Everyone was saying that it is very
Your voice is not clear,
Your voice is
Satam.
not clear.
Yeah.
He is
Very
speaking back.
everyone was saying that it is very difficult to give the benefit to the general people, like who is working as a hawker in the street. Certainly, it is very difficult. And I think if government
Yeah.
data, there's only data like
government has mentioned we have Jan Dhan account of every people. So,
no, not every people.
No,
very few
no,
people,
don't.
and they only
they-
Aadhaar card. They don't know what kind of job they are working, because if they have any data, they have of only 2011 data, census data.
okay.
There is no way I think government can do to benefit these people. Certainly, we can go for the giving temporary ration card to each and everyone.
Temporary?
Ration
We
card.
have we already have ration card.
No, not everyone has ration card, and we have data of 2011. Ration card is totally available on the.
You are
data
not
of-
audible.
I am not audible.
No, but like it's better. Go on.
No, his voice is not clear. He is audible, but voice is unclear.
Satyam, go on.
I am saying
Yeah,
that
Satyam.
the ration card is totally based on 2011 census, and in 10 years we have increased the population of the poor, so they don't have any ration card. So if we
But Satyam, now these days when the pandemic situation arose, then government means ration card is given online. Means you are going to fill the forms. It's arose because due
All right. Let me interrupt in between. When you say ration card, you only get two things: wheat and rice.
Sir, actually,
And sugar.
No, sugar and kerosene oil they use.
nowadays, yeah,
So they are providing, sir. This time they are providing.
Sugar.
yeah. But
Yes, sugar and oil as well. Spices,
yeah, some
oil, everything they are
pulses, yeah.
providing.
I don't know. I must be watching some other television, maybe from UK or USA.
We should.
But
we
then
No,
should
sir,
go-
because
No.
this has happened.
The people
Means
here,
That distribution is not official. The sugar and spices, that is party fund wala distribution is going on.
No, I am telling you one
Gambhir
incident
sent-
which has
Gautam
happened in
Gam-
my
my
home.
dad is in BJP and his friends are some. So Gautam Gambhir sent cold drink bottles, 1 truck of cold drink bottles. So party fund is giving things.
When it comes-
Wheat and everything. That
When
is
it
not
comes-
official.
Papu Yadav is feeding people at.
I am telling you that one live example of my home. My maternal auntie has her ration card, and she went for the distribution where this distribution has happened, and she got that 40 kg wheat and
Yeah.
some sugar. One that I told you that rice, bottle of
mustard
oil, mustard oil, and few spices. So she bought all the she carry all the things, and she just like give it to some that needy person. So that's why I knew this, that they are providing that oil and sugar as well this time.
From which state do you belong,
Yes.
Sanchit?
Yes.
I am
Which
talking
state
about Delhi, and it has happened in Subhash Nagar.
Okay.
Sanchit, and might be it will place to place because I
Might
also
be,
have
might
some
be.
experience, yeah. Because
Yeah,
I
might be,
have
because
that
this is the
experience with me,
experience
and
which my family has shared with me. So that's why I'm sharing this.
they
have any
said
complaint.
that we
when-
have very bad quality of rice they are
No,
giving
no.
us, and second very bad quality of means pulses they are giving it. That's it.
It has
That's the things
happened
they.
because my auntie didn't see anything. She just get all the things and then give it to one needy person. So she
No, when
didn't come at home.
And
When it comes to
kerosene
the-
oil.
When it comes to the PDS system that we talk, public distribution system, where the ration card comes in picture, there are limited things that you get as a what you call discounted price, or you get
Yeah.
at a subsidized rate.
Subsidized. Yeah.
Right. If you talk about Maharashtra, Bihar, UP, these states I have very clear picture where the government is distributing wheat and rice, where the wheat has to go to the flour mill where the wheat can turn into a flour. Now, when you talk about ration card, it used to be the time on ration card people used to get sugar or kerosene oil, where the kerosene oil is gone completely. Why? Because we do have Ujjwala Yojana and a lot of things. The government has distributed free cylinder and gas connection. Sugar has become free sale, which is now again not the part. So when it comes to ration in India, it means wheat and rice.
So if I will talk about my childhood memory, so there was a ration shop at in my street, and we used to get that wheat, rice, sugar, and then that oil, wo mitti ka tel.
That used to be earlier.
Yes, it was in UP, and it's in my childhood memory, because we have a ration card and we got all the things from that, because it's in our street. So that's why we, as a child,
how many years back it was happening?
25 years ago.
Yes.
Sanchit,
that time it was.
No, not 25 years. I have taken all these things in 2010, 2011, when I was in school.
इतना बुढ़ा नहीं हूँ सर मैं.
You made a very good point.
Just explain in Hindi, in clear.
I'm not so old, sir. I am not so
that
old.
Everybody understand it clear.
In English, wow.
Well, I mean, now if as my memory serves the purpose, so it used to be in the past, very long ago, not happening now. And believe me, I have my relatives, those who are running PDS shops. I mean, you may call it dealer.
Okay.
Right. So what they're getting, they're distributing, and scam is the other part. They are like.
I have also seen that scam, that they मतलब जो बोरी की बोरियां वो फ्लोर मिल पर चली जाती हैं for
in English, sir.
Yes, I mean that's